Hello, everyone. This is Ese Anigboro here. Most people know me as Ese's Yummiest because I have a passion for baking. I love to bake, but my focus is mainly on cakes. So I bake wedding cakes, birthday cakes, any kind of celebration cake. I'm your girl. Just give me a call. But today, I'm gonna be doing a lesson on how to cook banga soup. Yeah. So last week, if I remember, last week or a couple of days ago, I posted on my Instagram, on my WhatsApp status that I feel like eating banga soup, and some of my friends, I think about two or three of my friends, contacted me and said, "Oh, SA, why don't you do a lesson on how to cook banga soup? Like, I really want to learn how to cook this banga soup. You've been talking about it. I want to learn how to cook it." So I decided to do a quick lesson today and to show you the step by step on how I cook my banga soup. So banga soup is known to most people as the palm oil soup. So it's the palm juice that is extracted from the palm nut fruit, and it's one of the popular soup from the Delta State people in Nigeria, where I come from. Banga soup is one of our major soup back home. So I'm gonna be showing you how to cook this soup with some of the product that I promote. I am one of the promoters of Harrietdors Foods here in Canada. I help to promote the banga soup spice and Cameroon pepper soup spice. Harrietdors Food carries a lot of spices. They sell a lot of spices, and I am one of their promoters. So I'm going to show you quickly some of the products that Harrietdors sells. Stay tuned. So these are the spices. Here we have the Harrietdors blended pepper. We have the banga soup spice. We have the pepper soup spice. So those are the things that I have right now. We also have the Cameroon pepper. I love Cameroon pepper. I love the aroma. It's so nice. There's nothing that I don't cook that I don't add Cameroon pepper. I love Cameroon pepper. So some of this product you can get them here in Regina at Heritage African Store. Heritage African Store is on Jidney Road. You can Google it. You can find some of this product there. And I also have the banga juice, which I also got from the Heritage African Market. You can also get this from there. So I'm going to quickly show you the things that I'm going to be using for my soup. So here I have my meat stock. So I pre-boiled my chicken earlier, and that's the stock that came out of it. And I already added my periwinkle. I'm also using periwinkle today. So I added the periwinkle because the periwinkle is raw. I needed to cook it for a few minutes before I start adding the other stuff. So like I said, this is my Cameroon pepper. This is my Harrietdors banga soup spice. I have my shrimps here. I have snail. I have chicken. So in here I have the hard chicken and the soft chicken. My kids love the soft chicken a lot. And I also have shaki. I love organ meat a lot. I love like the kidney, the liver, the shaki, and all those roughages. I just love adding them to my soup because it gives me the feeling of I'm not eating a lot of red meat, so I'm eating more of the roughages and fibers and all that. And also have the white meat, which is chicken. And here is my catfish. So I washed my catfish earlier with vinegar. I usually wash it with vinegar and warm water just to get the slimy, viscosity stuff out of the fish. So, and I had my blended pepper, habanero pepper and onion here earlier, which I already added to the meat stock, and it's already boiling. So I'm going to quickly show you how I make my own banga soup. Banga soup is, a lot of people cook their food in different ways. They have their various ways they cook their banga soup, but this is my own style, and this is the way my mom taught me as well. So banga soup, I know some people don't like eating fish. You don't have to add fish to it. Okay, you can use just meat and just use whatever protein you want to use to make your soup. It can be cooked in so many ways. We even have the okra banga soup where you add the dry fish, maybe like dry catfish or any kind of dried fish. Then you add okra to it, and it smells so good, so nice. Yeah. So basically, banga soup. You're cooking banga soup. This is the main spice that you need. It gives you that banga soup spice, the aroma. So for most people who know banga soup, especially people from Delta State, people from Nigeria, when you come into a place where they're cooking banga soup and you smell like, oh wow, you're cooking banga soup, this is the spice that you use that gives it that flavor, that sweet, nice, yummy flavor. Okay, yeah, so let's join me, let's get cooking. Yeah, so right now I'm going to add my palm nut juice. So most of the meats, they're already cooked, so you don't want to add them too quickly. So because it's a lot of soup, I'm using 2 tin today, 2 tin of banga juice too, because it's a lot of soup. Yeah, I like cooking a lot. I like cooking plenty as well because I put them in my container and I freeze them. So like I said earlier, when I added the periwinkle first, but periwinkle is quite raw. I added the periwinkle first and I added the pepper, the blended habanero and onion. So now I'm adding my banga juice from the tin. Then I like what do you call it? Cameroon pepper a lot. So I'm just gonna add, because I already added habanero pepper, so and I like my soup a little bit spicy, not too spicy, so I'm just going to add 2 teaspoons of blended pepper, Cameroon pepper. Then this is my banga soup spice, so I'm just going to add, because it's a lot of soup, I'm going to add 3 teaspoons. Oh my goodness, I wish you can smell this yummy aroma. It smells so good already. As soon as you open the container, oh my god, that aroma that comes out, man, it's so nice and it's authentic, original. Like, you know, for people who know me, you know that I love good things. Yeah, I love good things. I invest in good stuff. Yeah, and I don't approve everything, but if I say this is good, trust me, it is good. It's not adulterated. It's especially the pepper soup spice. You know, some time ago I ordered pepper soup spice, pepper soup, and when I tasted it, my goodness, it was horrible. I couldn't eat it. I felt like throwing it because I don't know what they actually used. It smells like there was curry or something in it. I don't understand. We don't put curry in pepper soup, right? I don't know. Most people, well, it's up to you. If you want to put pepper soup, curry in your pepper soup, that's fine. But for me, it's a no-no. Yeah. So yeah, this is I've put the juice. So just allow it to come to a boil. It's smelling nice already. I've not even added all the chicken and all the meat and all that. It's smelling nice already. So I'm just gonna allow it to come to a boil. Stay tuned. So guys, I almost forgot. There's another ingredient that you add to your banga soup spice as well, which is called the dried bitter leaf and the benetete. Yeah, this is very, very important. Well, you can decide not to use it, but I like to use it because it gives your banga soup another, it takes your banga soup to another level. Yeah, so it's called benetete. Harrietdors also sells it. You can sell it, sorry. Harrietdors sell a benetete and bitter leaf, and you can also find this at Heritage African Market. And so I already have one here. I'm just going to add it to the. So my soup is already boiling. So I'm just going to add. So I'm just going to add. So I already added the benetete and the dried bitter leaf. I'm going to add my snail now, and my shrimp, and my meat. So stay tuned. I need to drop this camera while I add the meat. So I'm just going to add my meat now. I have to be gentle because I don't want it to splash everywhere. So like I said earlier, I have shaki, soft and hard chicken, liver, kidney, and what have you. Oh my, this is rich already. It's looking so nice. add all the organ meat. I don't mind leaving out some chicken, but all the organ meat must go in. Because that's what I really like to eat, you know. You can actually use any kind of meat you want to. Cow leg, goat meat, chicken, fish, dried fish, fresh catfish, any kind of meat you really want to use to cook your soup. So I'm going to show you a close look on how now. So this is it. It's looking rich already, very, very rich already. So I've not added the fish yet, so the fish is going to be the last thing I'm going to add. Yeah, the fish is going to be the last thing I'm going to add. So I'm just going to allow it to cook for a few minutes, then I'll add the fish, then Maggi and salt to taste, and that will be the final step. So stay tuned. So I want to quickly say something about the banga juice. You can get this from any of the African store here in Regina. I got this one from Heritage African Market here in Regina on Jillian Street. So I like using, we have different brands of the banga juice. I like using this one. This one is so nice. I mean, just a review. I mean, I've used almost all the brand and I like this one the best. Praise Abemu Draw. It's very nice. I like it because it doesn't have a lot of oil. The oil has been extracted. So how banga juice is being extracted, is being processed is you get the juice from the palm nut fruit, and they are cooked, and then I think there's a process. I don't know the exact process, but I believe that the oil floats to the top and they extract it from it before they can them. But some of this product, some of this banga juice, they have a lot of oil, but I noticed that this one doesn't have much oil compared to the other ones that I've used before. So I prefer this one, just in case you're wondering which one to buy. You can try any of them, but personally I like this one. And like I said earlier, you can also get Harrietdors foods, Harrietdors spices from Heritage African Market here in Regina. So yeah, thank you. So you can see my soup is boiling. I just added Maggi. So why I usually add Maggi last is because, you know, when you're cooking your meat earlier, you also add some sauce, right? Like Maggi or Knorr or whatever sauce you use in your home. So I used Knorr and onion and a little bit of salt to cook my meat earlier. So you can imagine the juice is already tasting very nice. So you have to be very careful so you don't add too much Maggi or salt when you're making the soup. So before I added the Knorr I just added now, I had to taste it first to see if it's, I don't want it to be overly salty because I don't like overly salty food. So I had to test it to see if I needed to add more Maggi or Knorr or salt, whichever one you use to cook your food. So yeah, so that's the soup boiling. So I'm just going to quickly add the fish so the fish can, I'll add the fish and I'll reduce the heat and allow it to simmer for another 30 minutes because I really want the juice to go into the fish, while I also don't want the fish to scatter while it's cooking. So I'm just going to add the fish and reduce the heat and allow it to simmer for maybe 30 minutes or so. So that's my fish being added already. So I'm just going to stir one more time and just close the pot and allow it to cook for another 30 minutes. But I'm going to reduce the heat. Yeah. So let me quickly mention here before I forget that if peradventure you're cooking and you added all your ingredients, the meat stock, the meat and everything you needed to add to your soup, and you find out that your banga soup is a little bit too watery, maybe as a result of too much meat stock compared to the amount of juice that you added. Like I mentioned earlier, because it's a lot of soup I'm cooking today, I used 2 tins of the banga juice. So but maybe you're cooking and you find out that your soup is a little bit too watery, too light, that maybe you didn't have enough banga juice to add to it. A quick hack, this is what you can do. You can quickly add blended egusi to thicken it. Yeah, so you can add maybe 1 tablespoon, or I don't know, it depends on the amount of soup, how much the soup is or how little the soup is. You can add a spoonful or a handful, or you know, you just keep watching it, you eyeball it, you add 1 tablespoon, stir and see if it's getting thickened. If not, you add more. So egusi is another way you can thicken your soup fast, so it's not too watery or too light. So let's get close and let's see what's happening here. Yeah, so I reduced the heat, and it's boiling very well. As you can see, there's not a lot of oil floating on top. That's why I mentioned earlier that I really like that Praise brand. It's really, really nice. So basically, so this is your banga soup. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's not a very difficult soup to prepare. So I've added everything, added my maggi and my salt, added my fish. I'm just going to allow it to cook for the next another 20 minutes, and that's it. And you can eat your banga soup with pounded yam. Like we Yoruba people, we eat it with starch. I like starch, but I try not to eat it too often, because it's a lot of fat. So from my tribe, we use banga soup as one of the food for traditional marriages and occasions. So it's a very nice, yummy soup. I mean, it's just a little way of adding some good fat to your diet as well. So yeah, it's good. It's a nice soup. Yeah. So enjoy. If you have any question, don't forget to reach out to me and I'll be here to answer all your question. And let me quickly say here, I am not a food vendor. I don't cook food for commercials. I like to cook food for myself, because my mom, she used to be a caterer. She cooked for a lot of people, and I learned how to cook. I learned how to cook a lot of food too as well. So yeah, but I'm not a food vendor. I don't cook food for people. I cook for myself, and I teach. If you want me to teach you anything that you think that you see me do and you like it, feel free to ask me, and I'll do my best to give you the knowledge that I know. So once again, this is your girl, Essie Anigboro. Most people know me as Essie's Yummiest. My calling is, I'm an encourager. That's who I am. I love to see people happy. People are happy, makes me happy. People's joy gives me joy. That is who I am. So yeah, feel free to buzz me. I'm a very simple person. I don't get wahala. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for today. A quick lesson on how to cook banga soup. Buzz me if you need any question, or if you have any question and you want to ask me anything about Harrietdors food, where you can get them. Like I said earlier, you can get them from a Heritage African market here in Regina. And yeah, that's it. Stay blessed and God bless you. Bye bye.